Today I'd like to talk to you about character. Now you might be thinking SpongeBob or Mickey Mouse character, but I'm here to talk about the soul of a human being. That's character. Now, to go into this and be able to build your character and be able to know what your character is, we must first define it. Now, the Stoics define character as being like the daily review of yourself. Going into it, you gotta go into every behavior you do and be able to critically think about it. Is this right? Is this wrong? What can I do better? And keep building. That is actually character in itself. That is how they define character. Now, I find a much better definition in the difference between reputation, identity, and morals and character together. Now, your reputation, most people know, is what others think of you. What you can build a reputation for bad or for good, bad reputation or a good reputation, and it's hard to change, but also not very dependable on the person themselves, because you can go from one group of people that know the class clown who's been cracking jokes every day at the teacher, other students, and if you see him in church, he's not the class clown anymore. And you might think, oh, why is he acting that way? But that's just the reputation he's built up. But why he does that is his identity. And his identity is another part of a person that they think of themselves as. And he might think of himself as a good person, one who goes to church, pays attention, maybe he cracks a few jokes in there. He thinks, oh, but I am a good person. Or most people identify it with their occupation, like, I'm a mailman, I am a student, I am a teacher. They attach their identity to their occupation. But underlying all these things is a person's character, which is what the truth. That is what character is the truth of that person. It's what they do when nobody's there and everybody's there. It's the core, the part that you can't change, and it's based upon your morals. That's why I combine these two. See, because you've got a bad set of morals, like, say, Nazi Germany, they have a corrupted set of morals with a good identity and they have a reputation for progress, and they have an identity as an emerging nation, but their character is bad. They killed millions of people. That speaks to the truth, not what their reputation or their identity was. Now, I found my character in the moral code of God in the Bible, and I have to go back and daily review it, but I'll share with you an experience from a camp here in Nebraska that I went to called Higher Ground. Now, I went into it positive, but yet thinking, oh, it's just another Christian thing, nothing new here. But when I really went into it, I realized that it could influence my character just by being able to listen to others' stories. And they revealed something to me in their expressing miracles that had happened to them, and they're just normal people. Just being able to go somewhere and experience that Holy Spirit made me realize that I have been lacking in my character. It revealed a flaw to me, is that I don't respond well to help. I don't want to be helped. I'm the guy that does it on his own, and there's some sort of pride in that. And the pride itself is bad. And so, when I allowed myself to be helped, especially being in a vulnerable kind of state with God right there, it was an adoration. And some girl grabbed my hand and put it on the altar, and I was like, It's God through her, but it's revealing to me my character. And I just knew right then that was truth. And when you touch the truth, it changes. That's the only thing that can change character is truth. Not your small actions, not what you think of yourself that day. Character is truth. And so the only way to build character is to test it. Now this is what I call you to do. Go out into the world and test your character, because it is only in the hard times that you truly know who you are. Going off my experience just today, I tested my character. I think I'm social, or I've become social. My character's changed. It's taken years, but your character can change. Your identity changes in a day. Your reputation only takes a second to build, but your character takes years to reshape. And I've reshaped it to be social, and I go out there, and today was a test. because I stood on a corner and I sold plants behind a stand. And I had people yell at me from their cars, like, and I was like, okay. Or some people booed, some people just made fun of me. But some people came out and bought plants, some people said nice day for plants, really interested in this, good job, man. And you know what? It's out there being able to react. How you react is also your character. My story isn't very inspiring, but one of, Euclides. I'm gonna butcher it. I'll get it in there later. But he was a slave, and his character showed through because his slave master was twisting his leg, like literally until he was supposed to be crying. It was this form of torture, and his slave master's twisting a leg, and Euclides just calmly says, "Stop! You're going to break my leg." And of course, the slave master didn't listen, broke his leg, and Euclides just sat there and said, "I told you so. You broke my leg." And that speaks to his character. That is the truth, because it wasn't what was happening to him, wasn't his identity as a slave, his reputation for fear. It was being able to go out there and prove that he was above his emotions. That's your character. It's what you do regardless of what you feel. So I call you to go out, test your character, and prove to yourself who you are. Remember, boys, never settle.